Good morning, boys and girls. We are back again with another exciting episode of Jesus Kids in the Kitchen cookbook. And today we're going to look at golden grain bread and some of the fun, cool stuff you can do with it. So today we have in here 6 cups of flour, and we are going to add 2 cups of oats, and we are going to add 4 teaspoons of salt, and we are going to stir this together with our wooden spoon. And now that that's stirred, then we are going to look at we have our 7 cups of hot water, and we are going to add 4 tablespoons of oil, and then we are going to add 8 tablespoons of honey into this. Use my spoon to help get it out. And then we are going to add 4 tablespoons of yeast and stir it up. And now we are going to mix it into our dry ingredients here. This is actually 4 batches of the recipe, because we're going to be doing several different fun things with it. You might be noticing that this is looking pretty smooth by now. So we are going to get out our whole wheat flour now, and we are going to be adding somewhere between 6 to 8 cups. And we're going to start mixing that in and see how that looks. If we need to, we'll add some more flour, and if not, we'll just keep it as is. Now this is about where you're going to want to get your hands engaged here. And you can see it's still sticky, so we're going to add a little more. There, that should help a lot with some of the sticky. By the time you turn it out onto your floured counter, it should not be sticking to you really, at least not this much. So I do believe it's ready for our floured counter. So we are going to lift the dough out and onto our floured counter. And of course, clean the dough off your hands. You can also do this in a plastic bag in order to keep your hands from getting dirty. And now we are going to sprinkle some flour on top of our dough, and we will begin to knead it out, or knead it all together. And now we are going to put it back in our bowl and let it raise for 20 minutes. We're going to add just a touch of oil. Well, that's definitely a touch. And let it kind of go around. And now we're going to cover it and let it sit. Now we are going to uncover our bread. It has risen nicely. We are going to punch it down like this. On that remaining bread dough that we've got here, we are going to take that and we are going to freeze it for 1 hour in the freezer inside of a Ziploc bag so we can make Hungry Hippo dinner rolls. All right, we'll see you later. Now we are going to work on those Hungry Hippos that we started. We are going to oil our pan. And we are going to pull out our dough that we stuck in the freezer to chill. And it's very cold. But now we are going to make a hippo. And hippos are fat. And so we want to give them a big head with a big open mouth. And this one, his mouth is going to be bigger than his body. But you can see he looks a lot like a hippo, especially.
Or like a trumpet.
Fourth thing with that, we are putting 2 raisins on him for eyes. Right there. And then we're going to use some toothpicks to hold the mouth open. There. Now, one Hungry Hippo is done. Do the rest the same way, and then we will bake these in the oven at 350 for 35 minutes. And then we will revisit when we pull them out. And now we are going to add our hungry hippos. And now we are ready to take our hungry hippos out of the oven. Some of them got so hungry that they ate their toothpicks. So we are going to take the toothpicks out of their mouths the best that we can. And at least some of them kept their mouths open. If you want to, you can use marshmallows for little teeth. Ow! There. Ow. Ow. Ow.
I'm sorry you're getting burnt.
He broke his mouth. That's what happens when you talk back to Mama. Sorry, baby. Ow. There. Oops, he lost an eye. There. Ta-da! Now they're ready